anniversary, baby.
Gary, what is this?
You feel kind of like you've been married forever?
Oh, I feel like a bride. You smell like the beach.
That's suntan lotion. Welcome to our canceled honeymoon.
I can't do all this.
I did it. Josie, I did it because I felt so bad. I wanted to take you away, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Listen, I promise that we're going to go just as soon as Nick's trial's over. Okay?
Well, that could be weeks, maybe more. By the time the lawyers finish their opening statements tomorrow, who knows how long that thing's going to take.
I can't stop thinking about it. I gotta go to the station.
No. Today, you're not going anywhere. Today's your honeymoon, okay? So you're gonna stay right here because we gotta do something right now before you get too pregnant, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to fit into this.
Everybody's a little nervous the day before trial.
That's what I've been trying to tell the lady for weeks.
12 strangers are gonna make a decision that's gonna affect me for the rest of my life.
Tony, Nick Hudson's the one on trial, not you.
I understand that, but if they don't convict him...
They will. No jury will have any sympathy for Nick. Not after they hear he had his bail revoked for coming after you again. Not after the second rape.
Yeah.
We've gone over every detail, right?
Yeah.
She's right, baby. You've been eat, sleep, and breathing this trial for weeks. Now, you hang in there. It's almost over.
Besides, you've got something very powerful on your side. The truth. There's no way we can lose this case.
No way we can lose.
Why do you keep falling asleep with these law books, Tyrone?
I just gotta stay prepared, Anna Mae.
For what? I know Shane Roberts' divorce case can't be groundbreaking.
It's just one of a half dozen that I'm working on. And I gotta keep brushed up, you know. How about some coffee?
This will be my 4th cup this morning. The dawn came several hours ago.
Well, I'll take a shower and be out of your hair in no time.
You're not in my hair. Look, maybe you should have taken that corporate job in Chicago. You making good money? Working on high-profile cases?
Yeah, but then I'd be missing your coffee.
Cass is defending my daughter's rapist, Tyrone, and you shouldn't be working for him.
Cass is doing what any good lawyer would do. He's defending his client.
He could have turned Nick Hudson's case down just like you did.
Yeah, but for him, it's not the same thing. For me, it'd be like a surgeon operating on a sister, but for Cass, it's just a job.
Getting a rapist off? Some job.
A lawyer doesn't have to believe his client is innocent, Anna Mae. He doesn't even have to prove he's innocent. All he has to do is raise reasonable doubt and find holes in the prosecution's case. That's all.
You okay?
I'm ready.
Yeah? So, they still giving you a hard time here?
They think I raped a cop. They hate me. Anybody send me a pass key?
Here you go.
What do we got here? Oh, a card. Well, cops aren't the only strangers who hate me.
Sickos. I'm telling you, they are just a bunch of sickos. I should have... There's a letter from Chicago here.
Probably someone I went to school with.
It's from Shane.
Well, my goodness, Jake McKinnon. What are you doing here?
I live here.
You live right across the hall from me.
You live here.
Yes, I moved in about a week ago. It's a little too rich for my blood, but it's only temporary. Got a minute?
Just.
Well, I can't figure out how to work the security system to save my soul. I bet you're good at things like that.
Bet you're good at all kinds of things.
with Shane. People believed he was guilty of murder.
Yeah, but they found out he was innocent, just like they're gonna find out you're innocent.
He was convicted, Vic.
Well, that's not gonna happen to you.
I hope you're right. Says he's in Chicago getting his recertification. You want to read it?
Yeah. He just wants to practice medicine again, you know, more than anything.
I thought Shane wanted you more than anything.
That's not important right now, okay? Look, I'm here to talk about you and your future.
Michael talk you into coming down here, convincing me to plea bargain?
Nick, now listen to me. He believes in you. He's just afraid, you know? He's afraid you risking your life, spending the next 25 years in jail.
So what do you think?
I don't know. You could plead guilty. It doesn't necessarily mean you did it. It just means you're realistic about your chances with a jury, Nick.
The only thing I care about are my chances with Sophia. Nobody's ever had faith in me the way that she does.
I know how much that means to you.
If I say I committed the rape, even though it's not true, it'll break her heart. It'll shake her faith. She's given me so much, Vic. I can't take that away from her.
Nick, now just wait a minute here. I know that you love Sophia, okay, but come on. Do you love her enough to spend the next 25 years of your life in jail? You gotta wake up here.
I've lied to her. I've cheated on her. I've disappointed her. She forgave me. She took me back. She defended me to her family. Do you know how that makes me feel? Even with me messing up, she's been there. If you've got anyone in your life like that, Vicky, then...
I do.
Jake.
Definitely. Jake.
So tell me, how is it that you wound up living here? You are, after all, Gary Sinclair's secretary, right?
Yes. And I love working for Gary. I'm off today.
Wonderful as Gary is, I somehow don't think that he came up with a six-figure salary for you. So how is it that you were able to afford this suite, even temporarily?
One of Shane's friends graciously offered it to me. Now all I need is my husband here to make it feel complete.
I get it. You have a file on Vicky Hudson.
Some of it's about you, actually. From a few years ago when they thought you were dead. You've led a very fascinating life,
Well,
Jerry
thank you.
McKinnon.
Let's see, I believe that you called me here to help you with your buzzer. So, the phone rings, you pick it up. You find out who it is. It won't be me.
I found this piece particularly fascinating. All about Vicky Hudson being your first love.
Writing a book on Vicky now.
I'm just trying to understand my competition. Tell me something, Jake. You wouldn't do the same thing in my position?
A lot of things like that. As a matter of fact, I have played computer spy to your Bobby Reno. You know where it got me? Nowhere.
But you don't have to be out in the cold. Don't you see? All you have to do is find a way back into Vicky's heart.
You can't make someone love you, Lila.
In time. Shane will remember why he married me.
There are a lot of things about you that a man could fall in love with. If he wasn't already in love with Vicky. And he is.
You know something, Jake? You know how one half of a couple always loves just a little bit more than the other? That's you. It's me, too. But I'll tell you something. I am never gonna give up on Shane. I'm never gonna give up trying to get him back.
Hey, Amanda, please take my olives. They're not on my diet.
Oh, you can have mine too. Ever since I've been pregnant, I can't even look at them.
Really? Alexander loves olives. I think it must be this Greek blood he has.
You still seeing a lot of Alexander?
Well, more now, since he bought a home here.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, actually, it's a hotel. It's on the bay. He has taken over the penthouse for himself.
Ooh, this sounds serious, is it?
No comment. I will say, though, that I'm loving every minute that I spend with him.
Does he spoil you?
Amanda.
Well, he's dripping in money. He's got billions. He could afford to spoil Felicia a bit. Where's his sense of humor?
I have some reservations about Mr. Nikos.
Because of his wives?
Because of Carl.
Rachel, what happened between Carl and Alexander happened in the past. Don't you think we ought to keep it that way?
Yes.
What happened?
Amanda, you're not at work now. Don't be so nosy. This is family lunch.
Well, I'm certainly not family.
I went to see Alexander.
You did?
He didn't tell you. I thought he would. I wanted to talk to him.
About what?
About the hostility between Carl and him. Whatever trouble they had in Greece, I don't want any repercussions.
There was trouble?
It was just business. Are you suggesting, Rachel, that Alexander's going to attempt some kind of repercussions?
What an absolutely stunning gathering of women. Ed?
Oh, hey, if I see that photo in print, the Herald will feature your mugshot on page 1.
Rachel, beautiful babies. Cynthia and I plan to have a big family, too. And there's my darling wife. Now, thank you very much, ladies. Ed?
Back off, and you too, Pumpkin.
Oh, come on. Running for mayor puts us in the spotlight, darling. You knew that going in?
Did I?
You're irritable. Well, shall we have lunch?
I'm not hungry.
Really, that's not like you. That could be an increase in your hormone level. Are you nauseous?
Grant,
You
stop.
could be pregnant.
I am not pregnant. I got the results of my fertility test.
And?
Everything's hunky-dory. Peachy keen. Couldn't be better.
See, there is absolutely nothing standing in the way of us getting pregnant.
That's what I'm saying.
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to tell Meredith Dunstan the good news. My publicist, darling.
When I first told you I was pregnant, were you happy about it? Or did you think that was too soon?
I think we put in so much practice that it was about time we had something beautiful to show for it.
You're gonna be a daddy! It's crazy, it's so soon. Are you worried about it?
Okay. Truth. When you first told me, I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. Except I knew something. I knew I never felt that way before. See, you always do that to me. You know that? The first time I said I love you. And when I asked you to marry me. And when you said to me, I do. I never felt that way before. And you always do that to me, and I know when I hold our child in my arms for the first time, I'm gonna feel just like that, and I can't wait. Wait a minute. No crying on our honeymoon.
What?
You can't cry on honeymoons. What are you doing?
love you so much.
I love you too.
More every day.
Imagine how much you're gonna love me in 50 years.
Yeah. Okay, you're blocking my son.
Hey! Yeah, you got some pretty heavy-duty rays coming down there. Tell you what, why don't I rub some lotion on you?
Okay.
Turn around. Come on.
Okay. You know, I'm not gonna be able to do this another 6 months.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? I thought that we could, you know, right up to the point where you, right after you gave birth. I
I'm
thought
talking about laying on my stomach.
Oh.
No, we'll be able to do it right up until the baby comes.
Oh. Whew. Thank God. Not that I can focus on, you know, other feelings.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, I haven't seen another person on this beach all day.
Yeah, me neither.
A deserted beach. The man I love.
Yeah.
Pass me that lotion, will you? Give my love to Cass.
I will. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for lunch.
Yeah. So, dessert? I need to go check in with my features editor.
Okay.
Order some decaf for me,
Yep,
please?
sure. Want to split something, honey?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What?
All you need is love. Donna Love for mayor. Donna or Grant. Such a choice. Make me go right off my diet.
The fruit salad?
Come on, Rachel. I know you want the tartufo. Go ahead.
Hey, I thought you were being optimistic about this diet of yours.
Well, someone was helping me, you know, giving me diet tips. But lately, I've been on my own, and I'm thinking maybe it was a mistake.
Dunstan was ecstatic about the pregnancy.
What pregnancy? There's no pregnancy, Grant.
There will be, darling, there will be. As a matter of fact, Dunstan had one of her brainstorms. She's drafting a press release how the mayor's mansion needs a nursery.
You let Meredith Dunstan think I'm having a baby?
You are. You are. I was just a little vague about your due date. Let me see, what's 9 months from today? I'm feeling very lucky.
Calling Alexander Nikos.
He's not here right now, thank you. He's in Athens or Morocco or somewhere, I don't remember where. Actually, I'm calling Cass. He's not been in his office since this morning. Why?
Felicia, I'm glad you joined us for lunch. It's been too long since you and Mother had lunch.
Well, you know, she's got newborn twins. Don't you think she's just a little busy right now?
Well, so are you. I must say I'm envious.
How are you?
Yeah, such an exciting new man in your life. What was that about problems between Nikos and Carl?
You know, I don't really know. I just know it was in the past.
Well, have the two men put it behind them?
Oh, no, Amanda. There is no
What?
story.
Are you sure?
Why don't you ask Carl when he gets back? I'm gonna go find Cass. Try and stay out of trouble.
No.
You belong on Tony's side, not Cass Winthrop's.
Etta May, I'm on the side of the law.
And Cass is your boss. But he doesn't care about you the way we do.
He's been good to me, Etta May. He's a fair man. He wants to see our partnership work.
No, not your family or your father.
Where did that come from?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Look, I know that you're worried about not knowing who your dad is. And I believe that that's what's driving you so.
You know, I asked Mom flat out once who he was. And she got so upset. So I knew never to ask her again. Did she ever tell you who he was?
No. She never talked about it.
You know, she She's passed away, and well, I guess I'll never know.
Here. You grew up with a lot of love, babe. And your mama gave you everything she could.
But that guy that she worked for.
Joe Gagan?
Yes, yes.
What about him?
He was a good man.
Yeah?
He was always so nice to me. I used to think that maybe it was him.
Oh.
But then he passed away before I had the nerve to ask him.
Is he the reason why you became a lawyer?
Probably. You see, he set the example for me in trusting the law. The same way Cass is doing now. I mean, he's giving Nick Hudson the best defense possible, regardless if he's guilty or not.
I could plead guilty, diminished capacity because I was drinking.
Get your sentence reduced. You could definitely do that.
Or I could plead not guilty. Take my chances.
Whatever you decide, I just want you to know we are totally behind you.
Boys know what's going on?
Yes and no. They don't know the details. Nick, we love you.
Great sister. 2 nephews. Michael did all right by me, didn't he?
Yeah. By both of us, he did. You know, whatever decision you make, I just want you to be able to live with it, okay?
Everyone in that courtroom's gonna feel for you. Hold on to that. Remember, you're not the one on trial, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Your job? Make a laugh. I'll see you both tomorrow.
Thanks, Dana.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this, Chris. I'm not an actress. I'm a witness.
Tony, you don't have to be anything but what you are, all right? Listen. And when it comes time to testify, you just simply tell it like it was. The truth is your strength here. And if you get weak, just remember that me and your mother and Tyrone and Josie are all on your side.
Nick Hudson's got family too, you know. They're feeling the same way.
Shh, stop. Don't even worry about Nick Hudson, okay? Okay. Like Dana said, you were not the one that's on trial here. Okay. He's the rapist. He's the one that we want locked up.
How's Nick holding up?
It's so, thank you, completely frustrating. He has no alibi, he has no witnesses, nothing to back up his story, but he's not a rapist. He's so scared.
Well, it's a scary place to be. I mean, you have to ask Shane.
Nick got a letter from Shane. I told you he was in Chicago taking his medical boards.
Mm-hmm.
If he passes, then he'll be on staff at BCUH.
If he doesn't pass, he certainly can't go back to fixing houses. Yeah. You, in touch with Shane?
No. No, I told him I didn't want to be.
Well, you told me to get lost.
And you always came back.
Well, I never went very far.
When you look at me and you tell me you love me, I know you mean it.
Shane means it too, Vicky. He loves you.
Well, so he says, but, you know, when he was on death row, he wrote a love letter to his wife.
What are you talking about?
Come on. What, are you gonna make me say it again? I told you, he wrote a letter to Lila. He said that hers was the face he wanted to see and that she was the woman that he loved.
Not Lila, Vicky. I mean, Shane, he wrote a letter, but it wasn't to Lila, it was to you.
All right, close your eyes, close your eyes. Close them. Yeah. And just think about what you want to do next, Mrs. Sinclair.
Oh, I know what I want to do next, Mr. Sinclair.
Oh, really? You think you know, but you don't know because there's more.
More?
Yeah, much more. I couldn't take you to Hawaii. Keep your eyes closed. But I certainly could bring Hawaii to you.
What?
And this is straight off the sands of Oahu, baby.
The ocean.
Yeah.
I love it.
So close your eyes and just listen to nothing.
I thought too much quiet made you nervous.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm mellowing, all right? I mean, what's wrong with having a little peace and quiet of our own sometimes? It's nice.
You know what?
What?
It's not gonna be too quiet when the baby comes.
Thank you. That baby's gonna be wonderful. Because we're gonna be a family.
I can feel the song.
Shane wrote me a letter?
Right at the end, I saw it. I had it in my hand. Shane gave the letter to Detective Morris, and Morris gave it to me to tell me to give it to you. And when they let Shane go, I asked him what he wanted me to do with it, if he wanted me to give it to you. He was...
What?
Right at the end of a near-death experience, so he told me to toss it.
Toss it? Why?
I don't know, Vicky. I don't know. I mean, all I know is that you came running into the room and I threw it in a wastebasket.
Well, Lila showed me a letter that Shane wrote to her.
Lila showed you a letter.
She showed me part of a letter. Proof that Shane loved her. Jake, why are there so many questions?
Ask Shane, Vicky. Come on.
I have a better idea.
I know what that is. You're gonna go see Lila.
Sugar's not gonna melt in my mouth. Sugar. I'll see you later.
Lila lives in my building.
Ugh. It's okay. I have a few surprises of my own.
Victoria, no hitting, no biting.
I can't promise you that.
Grant, we're in public. What happened to your precious decorum?
These hands will hold our newborn one day.
I'm not pregnant, Grant.
You have photographs from your nursing days because we should be playing the compassionate angle. After all, you were a member of the healing profession.
Is that all I am to you? It's just a marketing tool to get you into the mayor's mansion?
No. It's just a stopover, darling. You could be the mother of a senator one day. How does President Harrison sound to you, huh?
Is the White House still in your dreams?
Well, perhaps that door is closed to me. But our son or our daughter could get there. Don't you understand, darling? I want a clan. I need a dynasty to increase our odds. I want to be alone with the mother of our children. Let's go home. Come on. Okay?
All
right.
I need to go to the ladies' room.
Okay. I'll meet you out front.
Cindy, hi. Listen, you know those diet pills we talked about before? Could you possibly... Paulina, what am I gonna do? Cindy, what is it? Is it Grant? What did he do to you?
I can't take this anymore.
Here. Shh. Dry your eyes.
You know those fertility tests that Grant made me take? I flunked.
You can't have children?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well,
I'm so sorry. Are you sure?
If it were just me, I'd be fine, but it's... Grant wants children.
Well, it's a good thing he has Kirkland then, right?
Paulina, he wants a football team. He wants an army.
What, is he upset? Is that what you're crying?
No, he doesn't even know. Can you think of a way I can keep him from finding out?
Cindy, he's your husband. You've got to tell him the truth.
Like you told Joe about the diet pills?
He knows, Cindy.
Paulina, he knows you were taking them. Past tense. Does he know you were going to ask me to snag another batch for you? That is what you were going to ask me, isn't it?
Look, the dessert menu got to me. That's all right? It's just so hard without help.
I know you. I may not be able to have children like you can, but we both are very good at lying when we have to.
Who's there?
Vicky Hudson.
Well, you're the first visitor I've had since Jake showed me how to work the system.
This isn't a social call, Lila.
You sure I can't get you some iced tea? The heat today reminds me of New Orleans.
New Orleans? You were there the day that Shane was scheduled for his execution, weren't you?
Yes. As you remember, they wouldn't let me in the prison. Imagine that, his own wife.
And then when I came home, you showed me a letter that you said Shane wrote to you.
Oh, dear. I was hoping you'd be over that hurt by now.
You know, the strange thing was, Lila, I'm remembering I never saw the first page of that letter. You know, the part where it says, Dear Lila?
Sit down, Vicky.
And then I come to find out that Shane actually wrote me a letter. It's just I never saw it. He wanted me to have it after he was gone.
Yes, I know.
What do you mean you know?
You see, Shane wrote to both of us. My letter. Well, you saw my letter. Your letter I saw, it was an apology for leading you on because he thought I was lost to him for good, but I wish you wouldn't blame him for that because it was a trying, tragic time for all of us.
You are making this up.
Shane threw your letter in a waste paper basket. He felt guilty, especially after you and Jake worked so hard to stay his execution.
He felt so guilty he just threw it away? It's just gone? Well, that's convenient.
Who said it was gone? I rescued it from the waste paper basket.
Please. Now I'm supposed to believe that Lila was picking through the trash?
No. You see, I'm not afraid to admit that I was looking for any way to save my marriage. I needed to hear what he had to say. And when I read his words, I was very relieved.
Let me see it.
You don't want to see it.
Nice try, Lila. Like there even is a letter.
I just hope you remember that I tried to spare you this pain. There it is. To Vicky. Well, go ahead. You came for the truth. Now take it.
It's a difficult choice, I know, but the DA isn't going to make this offer again. Dana made that quite clear.
If I plead diminished capacity?
You'll be eligible for parole in a year.
You know, I still get scared when I hold you. I feel like I'm gonna break you or something.
Feels good when you hold me.
As long as you know that I don't want to push you.
I won't let you push me.
I know that's right. All right, so a giraffe and a monkey walk into a bar. Now wait, now this is what I'm supposed to do. I mean, the lady told me I was supposed to make you laugh. This is my job. So anyway.
Kiss me.
Tony's not going to walk into that courtroom alone tomorrow.
But she's going to be alone on the witness stand. How are we going to get through this?
No matter what happens, I'm gonna be right here.
That's good. That's where I want you.
And I'm not gonna be alone. Like Donna said, everybody's gonna be on your side, your family, your friends, everybody. It's gonna be okay.
What's that, good, decent Cass Winthrop friend of yours gonna do to my girl?
Well, Etta Mae, Cass is not the problem.
Nick Hudson's guilty.
Well, sometimes the guilty go free. But sometimes they cop a plea and the sentence is reduced as part of the game.
This isn't a game, baby. Look, we are talking about Tony's future. We're talking about her life.
Think about your future. Tomorrow morning, the first order of business is going to be the judge asking how you plead. What's it going to be, Nick? Guilty or not guilty?
Vicky, I'm trying to make peace before I go. I was never really free to love you. You were so good to me, but the only reason we were together is because I couldn't be with a woman who's always owned my heart. My wife.
Yes, it's the first page of my letter. It says, "Dearest Lila," and then it goes on a little bit. You know, man, they can always put their feelings down on paper, and easier than they can say them. Vicky, I really am sorry.
Like hell you are.
Let it go.
Okay.
You all right?
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, she's not threatened by me at all. She knows that he's still completely hers.
What went on in there?
Oh, she showed me the letter that you were talking about. You know,
She showed you the letter.
Look, it's not important how I saw it. I saw the letter, and you know, it was a goodbye letter. Never was really free to love you, and.
Vicky, the first thing that Shane did when he was free was he proposed
Well, he wasn't
to you.
really free, was he? I mean, not as long as Lila was in the picture.
And this doesn't make any sense, Vicky. Shane loves you. I gotta stop saying that.
I don't know, Jake. Maybe he thought so. You know, but I'm actually thinking some really good things came out of my boys have a treehouse, okay, and my front door closes, and it never did before. That is, of course, it never did until the fire that you rescued me from.
Vicky, don't act like this thing with Shane is nothing.
When I read that letter, let me tell you, it was like a bucket of ice water just dumped right over my head. Really wakes you up.
Dearest Lila, I'll always love you. Shane. Your handwriting was always so easy to copy. I'm good at this.